Howdy, my name is Andrew Nguyen.
I'm Daisy Cordova.
And I'm Hannah Sims, and today we're presenting our authentic Cajun food presentation for NFSC 300 Section 599.
So what is Cajun food? Basically, it's a Cajun cuisine that was developed by the original French settlers to America, and the people known as Acadians immigrated to Canada in the early 1600s and began to adapt their rural French cooking style to the new land. In 1755, an exodus of 14,000 Acadians again immigrated to the southern part of North America to what is now Louisiana. The Acadians modified their culinary tradition to the bounties of the bayou, is what it was called, where crab, oysters, alligators, crawfish, shrimp, catfish, rice, and bell peppers replaced the more traditional ingredients of France. So today, Cajun cuisine is characterized by its rustic style and use of seafood. So Cajun food is used for multiple different occasions. So usually pork is generally the main dish that's prepared and harvested by men. And then during Mardi Gras, the main dish is chicken with other ingredients that usually includes rice, vegetables, and sausage. And then during Thanksgiving, it's common to see gumbo or jambalaya eaten along with the turkey. And so you might also see boudin, pork sausage containing rice and shrimp, that kind of thing. And then during Christmas, gumbo and seafood boil of shrimp or crawfish with red beans and rice is also eaten during this holiday.
Names of different ethnic foods in the Louisiana region. In the Louisiana/New Orleans region, there are 4 different distinct food styles. Cajun, developed originally by the Acadians, originally from the rural France area, considered to be a country style of food. Creole, descended from the French and Spanish settlers of colonial Louisiana, combines the culinary traditions of the Spanish, Africans, Native Americans, Caribbeans, and Italians. Soul food originated from the enslaved African Americans, and Low Country foods originally from South Carolina and Georgia, uses marshland ingredients such as oysters, rice, and crawfish.
Hi, my name is Josh Trujillo. Today I'm going to be listing specific examples of traditional Cajun food. Gumbo is a semi-thick stew made with celery, bell pepper, and onion base. It is thickened with roux, which is an oil cooked with flour, and filled with sausage and served over rice. Jambalaya is a rice curd traditionally cooked with andouille sausage, seafood, and vegetables. Boudin is a sausage made with pork and liver, grinded with white rice and seasoning, then excluded into pig's intestines casing. Utah, seafood or chicken simmered in a light roux, served over rice.
The major ingredients that are in Cajun food, they call it the Holy Trinity. It refers to 3 vegetables, which is green bell pepper, onion, and celery, used as the basis for nearly every Cajun dish. A roux, which is a thickening agent also used to deepen the flavor of dishes, consists of equal parts of flour and oil cooked in a paste-like consistency. Seafood, which is mostly specifically catfish, shrimp, crawfish, and other marsh and wetland creatures. And the meats that are in these are chicken, alligator, pork, frog, and other marsh and wetland creatures. One of the main breakfast items, traditional main breakfast items, is grillades and grits. The ingredients include top round, Cajun seasoning, vegetable oil, butter, flour, onions, garlic, bell pepper, celery, salt, tomatoes, beef stock, roux, whole leaf thyme, bay leaf, salt, and pepper, and a hot sauce and chopped parsley and green onions just as a garnish. And for the grits, they're just old-fashioned or stone ground grits, water, salt, butter, and Parmesan cheese, but that's optional.
Okay, and the preparation method. First, you flatten the steak, and then you cut it into small pieces and season with Cajun seasoning. Then you're going to brown the meat with flour until it's fully cooked. Then remove it from the heat and add the Holy Trinity, right? The onions, the bell pepper, and the celery, and the garlic. And then you're going to cook it till it's softened. Add the tomato, the juice. Then you add the beef broth, the roux, the thyme, etc. And then you're going to cook it for a long time at low heat. The grits, nothing special, it's just made according to the package. And then to serve it, you just put the steak on top of the grits. Okay, and for lunch, gumbo is a traditional soup that starts with a mixture of butter and flour called a roux. Shrimp and andouille sausage are then cooked and added along with the other vegetables. Primary ingredients include butter, flour, onion, bell pepper, celery, and garlic. The preparation method. In a large deep skillet over medium heat, melt the butter, then add the flour to make the roux. Add onions, bell peppers, and celery and cook until softened. Stir in the garlic and sausage, then season with Cajun seasoning, salt, and pepper. Stir in the bay leaf, diced onions, chicken broth, and bring to a boil. In the last 10 minutes of cooking, add the shrimp. Once the shrimp is cooked, add seasonings to taste, and then garnish.
So for our snack or appetizer, we're going to have the shrimp cucumber canapes, and that's going to contain ketchup, chopped onions, celery, cream cheese. We're going to have shrimp in it, parsley, Cajun seasoning, green bell pepper, hot pepper, and cucumber slices. The preparation method for this is you're going to start with the cocktail sauce. You're going to combine the seasoning, the ketchup, the onions, the green peppers, the celery, and the hot pepper sauce in a bowl, and then in a different bowl you're going to mix the cream cheese and the Cajun seasoning and what's left of the Cajun seasoning. Next, you're going to spread the cream cheese mixture onto the cucumber and place the shrimp on top of the cocktail, and use the parsley on top as well. And for dinner, we have blackened chicken with dirty rice. For the rice, you're going to start off with olive oil, chopped onions, celery, bell pepper, fresh thyme, rice, paprika, red bell pepper, garlic cloves, water, salt, and you're going to get a little bit of cooking spray as well. You're going to mix all that stuff together and make sure the rice is thoroughly cooked. As well as for the chicken, you're going to get ground cumin, smoked paprika, ground salt, black pepper, red bell pepper, and then you're going to get your boneless chicken, and you're going to cut those in halves as well. And then you also have chicken broth. So this is an example or picture of the blackened chicken and the dirty rice. In the bottom left-hand corner is an example of it. It is normally served with the chicken on top. Next, we have the preparation method. So it's going to start with the rice. We're going to add the onions, the celery, the green bell peppers, the fresh thyme, all in a pan with oil. Then we're going to saute them with the long white rice, the paprika, and the ground red pepper, and the garlic. We're going to add water and salt into the mixture and let it boil and then simmer for about 12 more minutes. In a different pan, we're going to brown the livers until they're completely cooked. Then we're going to add green onions and a combination of the livers and the hot pepper sauce to the rice mixture. And then we're going to start with the chicken as well. We're going to rub the chicken with the ground cumin, the paprika, and the coriander. We're going to put kosher salt and black pepper in it as well. And then we're going to cook in a pan with oil in it for about 3 minutes. Then we're going to bake it at 400 for about 6 more minutes so it gets kind of golden brown. We're going to remove the chicken and add the broth to the pan and simmer until it reduces to about 1/4 cup. Then we're going to pour the sauce over the chicken and serve it with the rice. And again, that's going to be the same thing, the rice on the bottom, chicken on top, broth on top of that. And these are our references for our history in our 3 meals and a snack.